Have you ever felt like there's this immense untapped power just sort of lying dormant inside you?
Hmm.
Like a hidden potential that, if you really understood it, could completely transform your life?
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that.
Well, you're not imagining it. Today, we're taking a deep dive into exactly that. Welcome to the Deep
And
Dive.
we're going right into the extraordinary, often overlooked power of your subconscious mind.
Exactly. Our journey today is going to be guided by excerpts from a real classic in this field. It's Joseph Murphy's groundbreaking work, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, a powerhouse within.
Such a foundational text for so many people exploring this.
Absolutely. And our mission today really is to unpack Murphy's core ideas. We want to understand how this treasure house within, as he calls it, actually operates.
And crucially, reveal some practical, actionable techniques, things you can actually use.
Right. To harness its infinite reservoir of power, wisdom, creativity. I mean, we're talking direct impacts.
On everything. Health, relationships.
Wealth, overall happiness, the whole package. And let's unpack this.
Right. Yeah.
So Murphy starts with this fundamental premise. It's simple, but really profound. Your subconscious mind is essentially an infinite reservoir.
Infinite. That's a big concept right there.
It is. He calls it a treasure house. And the reason is it manifests whatever thoughts you impress upon it, good or bad.
It doesn't filter.
Nope, it doesn't discriminate. It just takes whatever beliefs you feed it, literally, and then starts shaping your reality based on that input.
So if you're constantly thinking fearful thoughts,
It grows fear. If you plant seeds of faith, as he might put it cultivates healing or success or whatever you focus on.
okay,
And this leads right into what Murphy calls the dual nature of your mind. He uses this brilliant analogy. It really stuck with me.
which one is that?
Your conscious mind is the gardener. You know, it's the logical part, the critical thinker, making choices about what seeds to plant.
Okay, the decision maker.
Right. And your subconscious mind, that's the soil. It's passive, it receives, and it just grows whatever seeds the conscious mind plants. Doesn't matter if they're weeds or beautiful flowers,
Wow. That puts a lot of responsibility on the gardener.
doesn't it? And Murphy insists this isn't just some abstract theory. He points to scientific evidence.
Like what?
Things like the really profound effects seen in hypnotherapy or even the placebo effect. He sees those as clear proof of the subconscious's incredible influence over our physical bodies, our experiences.
What's truly fascinating here is how universal and utterly practical that gardener soil metaphor becomes once you really grasp it.
Yeah.
It's not just a nice idea. It really feels
Yeah.
like the absolute first step to making conscious changes in your life.
How so?
Well, so many people feel like life just sort of happens to them, right? Because they don't realize they're constantly planting these seeds, often totally unconsciously.
Just thinking thoughts on autopilot?
Exactly. But once you understand that your conscious thoughts are literally shaping this incredibly fertile ground of your subconscious, you gain this incredible sense of agency.
Right. You're not just a victim of circumstance.
Precisely. It shifts you from being a passive observer of your life to an active participant. You get to choose what you cultivate within yourself.
Okay, so with that newfound agency, that power to choose, how does Murphy suggest we actually direct this power effectively? That's where his idea of miracles comes in.
Miracles, that sounds pretty big.
It does, but he doesn't mean miracles in a purely supernatural sense. He means that extraordinary outcomes like, say, profound healing or sudden bursts of creativity or finding elegant solutions to really complex problems, these things arise naturally when the subconscious is aligned
Aligned with what?
with what he calls universal intelligence. You could think of it as maybe a cosmic ordering principle, or just a source of infinite wisdom that your subconscious connects to when it's free from those limiting beliefs we plant.
So it's not magic, it's more like unlocking a potential that's already there.
Exactly. It's simply the natural outcome of a well-directed inner power.
Okay. And this brings us to the core formula Murphy identifies for getting those desired outcomes.
The formula, right.
It's basically belief plus repetition plus emotional feeling. Desired result.
Belief, repetition, emotional feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really emphasizes that it's not enough to just think about something casually. You have to truly believe it
And repeat it.
and repeat it, and crucially, feel it. Feel it like it's already true, already happened.
That emotional component seems key. So if that's the formula, what are the practical tools Murphy gives us to actually apply it? He offers several really powerful techniques.
Let's hear them.
Okay, first, visualization. This is about mentally living in the desired state until it feels incredibly real, like it's already achieved.
So not just picturing it, but experiencing it in your mind.
Exactly. For instance, you don't just think about perfect health, you see yourself vibrant, energetic, you feel that energy pulsing in your body.
Got it.
Then there are affirmations, the power of repeating healing or positive statements. Things like, every cell in my body vibrates with health, or maybe, I am capable and deserving of success.
Repeating them over and over.
Yes, embedding them. He also talks about subliminal programming. Now, this isn't about hidden messages in music or anything like that.
Okay, what does he mean then?
He means leveraging those naturally receptive states, like just before you fall asleep, or maybe during deep meditation.
When the conscious mind is quieter.
Precisely. Think of it as consciously feeding your mind specific positive phrases or visualizations right when it's most open to suggestion. It's like whispering a secret directly to your subconscious.
Interesting.
And finally, imagination. This is crucial because it makes that desired state vivid and emotionally real. It's not just a detached thought. You need to create a full sensory and emotional experience around it in your mind.
So all these techniques work together to embed that belief, that feeling.
Exactly. They reinforce each other to impress the idea onto the subconscious soil.
What really struck me in Murphy's work is how he connects these seemingly simple ideas to such diverse historical contexts, and modern ones too.
Yeah, he draws lines across time.
He brings up ancient examples.
Yeah.
He mentions Jesus's healings, suggesting that the faith involved wasn't just a passive belief, but a deep conviction that actually tapped into an inner healing capacity. Very much like what we're discussing.
Faith as the activating ingredient.
Right. Or he talks about the ancient Greek sleep temples. People would literally go to sleep in these sacred spaces intentionally seeking specific dreams, which is a form of subconscious programming, really hoping for healing insights.
Wow. Dream incubation. That's fascinating.
Isn't it? It shows this concept isn't new.
It's incredible how consistent the pattern is, isn't it? And then in modern times, Murphy cites, documented recoveries from really serious conditions.
Terminal illnesses, addiction.
Chronic pain, yeah. All achieved, he argues, through subconscious reprogramming. These aren't just random, isolated incidents in his view.
No, he sees them as demonstrations of a consistent truth across different times, different belief systems, all pointing back to the immense power of inner conviction.
This is where it gets really interesting, thinking about how to apply this.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about applying this immense power across, various domains of your life. First up, health and vitality.
Okay.
Murphy states pretty clearly that your subconscious instinctively seeks health, harmony, survival. It's like your innate life force is programmed for wellness.
So why do we get sick?
Well, here's the trap, according to Murphy. Our own negative thoughts often override this natural tendency. We think things like, oh, I'm just prone to illness, or I always get sick this time of year.
We basically program ourselves for sickness.
Exactly. So the solution, he says, is to consciously trust your subconscious's life force and actively affirm phrases like, vitality floods every cell of my body.
And it's not just about stopping the negative thoughts, right? It's about actively replacing them.
Yes, absolutely.
The subconscious doesn't just not do something. It does what it's instructed. So if you're not deliberately affirming health, you might just be defaulting to those old, often negative patterns you picked up somewhere.
That gardener analogy, again, you have to actively pull the weeds and plant the flowers.
Precisely. You have to consciously cultivate the state you want.
Okay, so this active planting, this cultivation, it extends to unlocking wealth and success, too.
A big one for many people.
For sure. Murphy encourages cultivating a wealth mindset. He suggests affirming things like, wealth flows to me freely and endlessly.
That sounds nice.
It does. But the key is rejecting scarcity by truly understanding deep down that your subconscious attracts what you feel is true.
The feeling part again.
Always. His actionable advice includes things like visualizing checks coming to you, or seeing opportunities open up, or maybe just cultivating a deep sense of gratitude for abundance before it even shows up physically.
Feeling thankful for it in advance.
Yeah. Now, he also touches on something he calls your right to be rich. He explains that prosperity is, in his view, a divine right, and that poverty often stems from negative conditioning, those limiting beliefs again.
That phrase, right to be rich, might rub some people the wrong way. Sounds a bit materialistic.
It can, initially. But Murphy reframes any potential guilt around it. He explains that wealth, when cultivated with the right mindset, not greed, but abundance, actually enables generosity. It allows you to serve others more effectively, acting as a tool for greater good.
Ah, okay. That's a key distinction then.
Mm.
He flips the script. Instead of wealth being inherently about greed or selfishness,
Right.
he emphasizes it as a flow of energy. And when you open yourself to it and use it wisely with good intention, it can actually enhance your ability to contribute positively to the world.
Yeah, it's about aligning your subconscious, not just with accumulation for its own sake, but with a sense of purpose and maybe the ability to give back more freely.
That makes more sense in the context of his overall philosophy.
Yeah. Your subconscious can also be your partner in success, as he puts it. He suggests using that pre-sleep programming technique for specific career goals.
Like affirming something specific.
Yeah, maybe affirming, my business thrives effortlessly, or I attract perfect opportunities. And also learning to trust your intuition, seeing it as direct guidance from your subconscious.
That inner nudge.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, this power also extends to solving problems and boosting creativity.
How does that work?
Well, we see historical examples in brilliant minds, like Einstein, whose big breakthroughs often came through thought experiments, these deep, imaginative journeys.
Right, not just number crunching.
Or think about Edison and his famous nap technique for problem solving. He'd hold ball bearings, doze off, and when he dropped them, the jolt would bring insights from that half-awake state.
So he was accessing that subconscious processing.
Seems like it. Murphy's method is beautifully simple, actually. He suggests you pose specific questions to your subconscious right before you go to sleep.
Just ask the question clearly.
Clearly and with expectation. Then, expect the answer to come, perhaps upon waking, or maybe through an insight during the day. It's like crowdsourcing solutions from your own inner genius.
It's truly remarkable how many scientific and artistic breakthroughs seem linked to this kind of subconscious processing.
Right.
It really speaks to the idea that our minds aren't just for conscious, logical hammering away at problems.
Right.
They're constantly working on stuff in the background, especially when we give them clear instructions and then let go a bit. The key, as Murphy points out, is to clearly ask the question first. You have to direct the search.
Okay, what about our personal lives? Harmonious relationships and happiness.
Yeah, how does this apply there?
Well, for marital challenges or relationship difficulties, Murphy suggests affirming harmony. For example, repeating something like, my marriage is filled with love and mutual respect.
So you focus on the positive outcome you want.
Yes, but here's the crucial part. The key is to reprogram your own mind first. You work on your internal state, expecting that your outer reality, including the relationship, will shift accordingly. You change yourself, and the reflection changes.
That's a big shift from trying to change the other person.
Huge. And for happiness generally, he says it's fundamentally a choice. You can affirm, I choose happiness now. And he strongly advocates practicing consistent gratitude.
Like keeping a gratitude journal.
Exactly. He saw that as a powerful way to literally rewire your subconscious for joy, focusing it on the good that's already present.
Makes sense. Focusing on lack versus focusing on appreciation.
And in human relations generally, it comes back to that universal law. You attract what you project. If you radiate love and respect from within, genuinely, others tend to reflect that back to you.
So again, the change starts inside.
Always. The subconscious is also key, he argues, for overcoming mental blocks and fear.
You all have those?
Definitely. This involves first identifying those limiting beliefs we carry around. Things like, oh, I'm just not good enough, or I'll never succeed at that.
Recognizing the negative programming.
Yes, and then actively replacing them with empowering ones, like I am capable and deserving of success. And again, repetition is absolutely crucial here to overwrite the old pattern.
What about fear itself?
The antidote to fear, Murphy explains, is unwavering faith in your subconscious power. Affirming something like, I am guided, protected, and confident in all situations. It's about cultivating trust in that deeper part of yourself.
Building that inner reliance.
And finally, he even talks about staying young in spirit forever. This is based on what he calls the agelessness principle.
Okay, how does that work? Not suggesting we stop aging physically, right?
No, not quite like that. It's more about affirming timelessness, vitality, and energy mentally, actively avoiding those aging stereotypes that we often unconsciously absorb from society.
Like, I'm too old for that, or it's all downhill from here.
Exactly those kinds of thoughts. He highlights the very real biological impact that positive thoughts or negative ones have on our physical well-being. It's not just wishful thinking. Your body tends to respond to the mental blueprint you provide it with.
So your mindset about aging can influence how you experience it.
That's the idea. If we connect all these diverse applications, health, wealth, relationships, problem solving, even aging, it's clear they all circle back to the same core principles we started with.
Yeah, the gardener and the soil.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about recognizing that our internal belief systems, our thoughts and feelings, are not just passive fluff.
Mm-hmm.
They're constantly, actively at work, literally manifesting our reality, our experiences.
Right.
So the critical thinking here isn't just about analyzing external information like news or data. It's about applying that same rigorous conscious thought to our internal dialogue and beliefs.
Turning the lens inward.
Exactly. Asking ourselves, am I consciously planting seeds that serve my highest good? Or am I just letting weeds, negative self-talk, fear, limiting beliefs, automatically take over and cultivate a garden full of unwanted outcomes?
That's powerful.
This framework really encourages us, maybe even demands us, to take full responsibility for our inner landscape, understanding that it's the absolute foundation for everything we experience externally.
So, okay, pulling this all together, what does this mean for you, the listener, in really practical terms? How do you actually get the results you want using these ideas?
Does he give steps?
He does. Murphy provides a very clear step-by-step process. Pretty straightforward. First, clarity. You have to define your desire specifically. No vague wishes. Be precise.
Know exactly what you're asking for.
Exactly. Second, belief. You must assume it's already yours. Feel it. This is where that deep emotional conviction we talked about comes in. You live from the end result in your mind.
Not hoping, but knowing.
Knowing, feeling it's done. And third, detachment. This is crucial. Release any anxiety or worry about how it will happen. You define the what, and you trust your subconscious to figure out the how.
Letting go of the need to control the process.
Completely. He uses this really vivid metaphor for it.
What's that?
He says, write your request on your heart, then let the subconscious deliver.
Like placing an order.
Exactly, like placing an order with the most efficient, non-judgmental delivery service imaginable. Because remember, your subconscious is neutral. It just serves whatever beliefs you consistently cultivate, good or bad.
It doesn't care what you order, it just delivers it.
Pretty much. So mastery, actually getting consistent results, truly requires discipline. It means consciously rejecting negativity when it pops up, persisting in faith even when things look challenging, and mentally dwelling in that desired reality until it materializes in your life.
So it's not passive wishing. It's an active, conscious effort to direct your inner power.
Definitely. A continuous, conscious effort.
Okay, as we bring our exploration of Murphy's work to a close for today, let's just quickly distill the most crucial elements, the things you can apply right now.
The key takeaways.
Yeah. First, repetition and emotion. Remember, your affirmations aren't just empty words. They have to be felt deeply, believed, and repeated daily, consistently.
Embed them.
Second, visualization. Really see your goals as already achieved. Make it vivid. Make it emotional. Engage your senses in your imagination.
Live it internally.
Third, pre-sleep programming. Don't underestimate leveraging those receptive states just before you fall asleep. It's prime time for imprinting your desires onto the subconscious.
Use that window.
And finally, maybe most importantly, faith over fear. Cultivate trust. Trust your subconscious to orchestrate the outcomes once you've done your part of planting the seed with clarity and feeling.
Trust the process.
Exactly. This profound inner power, it's always there, always at your command. It truly is like a treasure waiting to be fully discovered and utilized by you.
It's quite an empowering perspective. It really is. And as Joseph Murphy himself wrote, and it really bears repeating as a final thought, you are the captain of your soul, the master of your fate.
Wow.
What incredible power that puts right back in your hands, simply by understanding and directing your own mind.
A powerful note to end on.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. We hope you'll keep exploring that incredible power within.